So this is one of them you sent me, Joe.
Yeah, that was the second one.
Okay. I'm trying to zoom in on it here. It's not letting me zoom in, but you don't really need to. You guys can see it's an absolute giant of a deer. What'd that one score?
That was 186.
Okay. There was that one. And then this one.
Yeah, he was a 10 point when he had 13 inches extra around his bases. So he ended up scoring.
Yeah, I see all that now. I didn't see that at first. There's a whole
so
bunch
it was a 170 10 point and then had 13 inches extra. So he's 183.
So there's that one.
And then that was the first one. That was the first one. He was in the low 160s. He had about a 12-inch tine broken off. We called him Big Lefty because he was so crazy looking.
Yeah, that's a crazy looking deer.
That's another thing about that scoring system. I'd rather have that one.
Man, that's got to be one of the wildest ones I've shot for sure. Just like a tree coming out of that left side. Really cool buck.
I love those freaks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's insane. And this is just this property we're getting ready to look at. It's just a little looks like a little overlooked area that nobody would even think about deer hunting it,
Exactly.
So are we talking Illinois?
Yep, we're talking Illinois, Menard County. For anybody that's interested, that's what county it was in.
Gotcha. Before we show the property, Joe, can you talk about like how you came about it and like started hunting it?
Absolutely. So I actually got invited out there to hunt some public land around Springfield, Illinois, and so I was hunting some public with a guy. And he introduced me to another guy. And as y'all well know, it's all about relationships and building relationships, especially, out of state. Well, me and this other guy became really good buddies. And he owned a family farm. I think it was 400 or 500 acres, had a lot of deer on it. He let me hunt it for a couple years. He had a couple leases. He let me hunt those with him. And then, I kept saying, man, I really would like to, so I don't have to keep bumming off of you. I'd love to find my own spot. He said, well, there's a older gentleman that has a little track in town. And and he told me I can hunt it. If you want to go look at it, you can have it, and he said, I hadn't really had a chance to walk in there, but if you want to go, it's right down by the Dairy Queen. If you want to go look at it, go look at it. So we went together and we walked in and I saw how it laid out. And then we got down into the CRP, which everybody's going to see in a minute, that the owner had set it up. The part that used to be like part of a cattle pasture, he had turned it into CRP and it had grown up. And when we started walking in there, it was just big rub after big rub after big rub. And then I kind of looked at it on an aerial and said, oh boy, I know what's going on here. And I said, yeah, man, I'll take it. And then the rest is history.
Yeah. And you said you would you say it was a year to hunt there? He charged you
$450.
Pretty good deal for essentially. Yeah. 3 deer over 160 and 2 of them were over 180. So
yes, it was. That money well spent, as they say.
How many years did you have that little piece then?
I had it. Let's see, 3, 4. So I killed back to back to back. The first year I did not kill. So I had it 4, and then the 5th year is when it blew up, and won't go into all that, but I ended up losing the property. And so kind of bittersweet there that I lost it. But so I had it for 5 years.
If you want to watch more videos, there's options here and here. And if you want to subscribe, you can just click right here.